All right, so here's a message to the stubborn sellers. And at the end of the video, plot twist, hint, hint, I'm going to reveal who's really responsible for the stubborn sellers. But let's talk about stubborn sellers. What is the stubborn seller in the real estate world? Well, simple. A stubborn seller is a stubborn seller. Somebody who wants more for their house than what it's really worth. And the reason why this atmosphere and this mindset is taking place, we can just go back to just last year in 2022 during COVID, when interest rates historically dropped to like 2.5%. And then people just started going crazy. They started putting the price of their homes like 3 or 4 more times of what it's worth. And because of that, and people were willing to overspend, they're in the mindset like, oh, I could get whatever I want for it now. Well, sad news, guys, breaking news, that real estate market is over. Rates are now close to 7%, and you are not going to be able to sell your house 4 to 5 times higher on average. Yes, you might have one person who overpays here and there, fine. But that person really must love your house to be able to overpay, because you know what overpaying for a house means? That means that they had to come out of pocket because it didn't meet appraisal. And now when their house goes to sell on the market, they're not going to get max value and equity back because they already overpaid for it. So you guys got to think about that. So when you're selling a home, if you're trying to get like way more than what it's worth, I get you want to max out. But guys, the reality is your job is to sell the house. Keep that in mind. Stop counting pennies. You are going to get back more than what you paid for it. You already won. Now, when you start getting greedy and start thinking, well, I can get more than this. I want 30,000 more because I got this debt I want to pay off, or I got this and that. Guys, that has nothing to do with the sale of your house. That's just coming to you being greedy. I mean, look, everybody would want $1 million for their house if they could. If you paid $200,000 for a house and you can get $1 million back, that would be great. But that's not the reality. Here's the reality. You are only going to get what the market said you're going to get and what a buyer is willing to pay. That's it. Doesn't matter if you want 3 to 4 more times. If that buyer doesn't want to pay for it and the market doesn't support the sale of your house being worth that or in the ballpark of that, you ain't finna get it. So it is what it is. Now, I'm going to reveal to you, plot twist, who's responsible for the stubborn seller. Believe it or not, it's not the seller. It's the damn realtor that's working with the seller. Now, if you're a for sale by owner, yes, you are responsible, but those are exceptions to the rules, because most people, I would like to think, will hire a realtor because they see the value in us. But we're talking about people that hire realtors that are stubborn sellers. For sale by owners are stubborn on his own. So I'm talking about people who hire realtors. If you're hiring a realtor, it's the realtor's job to educate you and put their damn foot down and tell you what it is. Because here's the reality, guys. If you're hiring a realtor and then you're telling them how much you want and you're putting that expectation on them, well, why the hell did you hire him? Why don't you sell it yourself? You hired the realtor because the realtor is going to give you a CMA report and facts on what your house is estimated to be worth based on an appraisal, and that's where you're going to list it at. Otherwise, your house will sit on the market forever. Go look at the market and see what I'm talking about.